Hello and welcome to Jujutsu Kai Quest Wednesday. I'm Jim.
I'm Sam.
And welcome to our weekly Jujutsu Kaisen episode by episode anime discussion podcast review where we talk about
There you go.
Jujutsu Kaisen the anime season 1.
Take a big breath.
And today we're talking about episode 23.
Yeah, we put a little subtitle that says, I moved away from the mic to breathe, and then you're going to get right back over.
Episode 23, it is the origin of discipline.
Of obedience.
The origin of obedience. Part 2.
There you go.
Basically, this is the Megumi episode.
Thank God.
Megumi episode that we've been clamoring for.
Our top 3 characters each.
True. It's funny because I was a little negative Nancy last episode, but this one was good. I liked it.
Yes.
It began with some cool action, and then it ended with
Megumi plot stuff. That's the most interesting thing.
Yes. So, what did you think of this one?
Very good. Megumi's always a pleasure to see, and we got a new bad guy, I guess, with us. Luckily, the new character tab is only one character.
So what I was a little like last time I was like, we're doing like just one of these like curse womb paintings, but now it's been revealed that there's like 3 of them. So
yes,
I like that. It makes the arc feel more important. Makes it feel more dangerous.
Yes. So yeah, we get Megumi fighting like the Diglets.
Yeah, Megumi and Nobara, and hilariously, Nobara gets jobbed out instantly.
I predicted.
As you predicted.
She beat up a couple of the Diglets, and then she got sucked in through a wall by our cursed painting number 2. But while Yuji is fighting the fucking, his name is Kichuzu, the
Gesundheit.
Bless you, thank you. I get it. So Yuji's fighting, like So he's fighting him. He has a cool set of punches, and he chases after Nobara, and then
it was cool. There was no black flashes. I'm sad to admit. The whole time, Sam can attest to this. I'm just like, please let me see more black flashes. It makes me so excited to see the black flashes.
What if we never see a black flash again? We just assume.
I would be so mad. I would actually be like fucking angry that they made a big deal about this and never bring it up again.
Yeah. But yeah. And then we have the whole thing happen, and Megumi realizes, like, I've been killing a bunch of these Diglets, and this thing's not going away. Oh, wait, what's that? And then we basically get another, the Curse Womb, like, monsters appearing.
So this was the first Curse Womb that we saw. The one that was at the...
But slightly different. The head had, like, eyes design.
Because that was, like, he was, like, just born, basically. And that was the Juvenile Detention Center.
Yes.
That's when Yuji died last. It's funny, we actually just mentioned all this last episode.
Yuji doesn't even see... They don't even know that he's fighting this, by the way.
Yeah, very funny. And he, spoilers, kills it by himself, too.
Yes.
But, so... This is like a stronger version of this guy. He's so quick. He's just completely dunking on Megumi.
There's some really cool like scenes in there too, like just Megumi trying to get away with his wolf and everything, and like
it's really cool. I like the part when the wolf grabs Megumi and moves him away to go quicker. I love the wolf. The wolf is so sick.
Jim's like, oh no, he's destroyed. No, I got it dispelled in time. Jim's like, oh thank God.
I don't want the wolf to die. I love the wolf. He's a big friendly pupper.
So while he's doing that though, Nobara beats the brother of Kichizu, the other curse painting, which is named Eso,
okay.
Eso, who is a very flamboyant, very human-looking one.
He has like piercings, and he's got like a Chippendales kind of outfit.
Yes.
If that's a reference that makes any sense to our viewers.
Look up SNL Chippendales.
Chris Farley, right?
Yes.
It's basically he's got like the bow tie. It's just like. It is just a collar with a bow tie.
Shirtless with a bow tie with a weird corset on, but like you understand the corset by the end of the episode.
Yeah, it does make more sense.
So he's like if you have what's it called, Cheap Trick on your back, you don't want to see his back. So yeah, she's dealing with that shit, and at the same time he goes back to Megumi, and basically we have his flashback essentially.
So initially, I thought this flashback was going to be like.
We have 2 sets. We have 2 sets of flashbacks.
So there's a flashback within a flashback, actually. Hilariously. Yeah. They literally do it. But so they show Gojo fighting Megumi, and we found out this is like literally like days ago.
It's literally yeah, it's literally like a few days.
So it's
like
after the baseball tournament.
yeah, he's like Yuji like surpassed you and everything, so you come to me to train.
Which is weird that he would say that Yuji surpassed him, because what does he mean? Does he mean that Yuji just did the 4 black flashes or whatever?
Like, between that and like him actually being able to like him and Toto together beating like a Gojo like level, not a Gojo level, but like like a high tier monster. I forget the power scaling levels. Okay,
because I guess Megumi did get kind of like they were on the ropes until Toto and Yuji came in, so I guess maybe that's what they mean. Whatever.
Yeah, him and Maki were kind of get fucked up together by him.
I love that scene so much where Maki's like, "Don't worry about it, we're good," and then Yuji and Toto just crash him. That was so sick.
It's so good.
Damn, I missed that tournament arc. Bring the tournament arc back, please.
Yeah, so yeah, he goes to Gojo, and basically Gojo kind of gives him like a fucking lecture, essentially, about
you gotta stop being a baby. Stop holding back. Don't bunt. Bunts are not for JJK warriors.
Stop going for being a team player and go for a solo. Like get greedy,
which is really funny. Yeah, he literally the last line Gojo says to him is "get greedy," which is funny.
And then he also cuts back to his sister and everything about like after he beat up the stack of fucking.
Oh, sorry, that's the flashback within a flashback.
Yeah. They basically get this flashback of him beating up all the bullies in a giant pile, and his sister like being angry that he didn't keep his promise, and him being a Sasuke of like, "Fuck you, you're dumb." Bleh. I'm gonna keep beating up these people, and then she gets the curse, and then which is a nice thing we talk about with Megumi, where like. He seemed like he'd be the edgelord. He still looks like it, but like he grew past it. The whole thing with his sister made him grow.
Yeah.
Where he still has some aspects of being that like solo like edgelord guy, emo guy, but now he's way more, as we've seen, open to people and like
he
depending
feels like
on people.
He feels like he definitely grew. He's such a more emotionally mature character than this archetype normally is.
Yeah, and it's not like he completely like got away from that person. He still has some aspects of being that emo guy, just kind of being easily embarrassed or like getting annoyed easily, like. And
like we saw it last episode where he shuts down very very quickly when they asked any questions about his past.
Yes, and especially since the case was so like connected to his sister.
Yeah, my boy just needs to go into therapy. He just needs a little bit of therapy.
That school ain't gonna give him therapy, though. Gojo gonna be like, "So, how you feel when your sister was dying there, and dying of a curse?"
Then he would show him some movies about it. He would, like, all right, that's therapy.
He would skip around dancing, like, "Ha ha, your sister's in a coma, ha ha ha. Get your week, ha ha ha." And then that'd just be the therapy session. Just be like, "This school fucking sucks."
Because in the Juju Stroll, we saw they just torment Megumi all the time.
Yeah, if those are canon. We don't know if there's a canon.
They're like what's the word? They're like quasi-canon. They're quasi-canonical.
Yeah. So
there was actually a lot of discourse in the episode where Gojo admits that he thinks Miwa's cute and Miwa thought Gojo was cute. There was a decent amount of discourse in our comments about
like
the canonity of the how canon that is, because a lot of people are saying no, this is fine, and then we were obviously saying we don't like this.
I mean, there's also like not only is in the scroll, the stroll. Sorry, it's also like in an episode where she's like a fangirl of Gojo.
She's a Gojo fangirl, which I have to say, going back to it. When it goes one way, when you have like a younger character that is like interested in an older one, that's not as weird because that is something that happens in real life. But when it's the older character that's interested in the younger, then I'm like, but whatever. There are debates that it's like not even canon, so I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. They also learned so in the fight as well. We also learned that the finger, like when he ate Sukuna's fingers, kind of set off all the stuff in motion. Like all this stuff activated because he said last episode where like, oh, all this is starting now. Why? And it's because of the fingers.
Yeah, so I think he said like, because Megumi remembers, this, what's his name? Yuji ate the finger in June, and then this also triggered in June. So it's funny to think this whole story took place during the summer.
Yeah, where there's not supposed to be that much cursed activity. So yeah.
Yeah, I hope we get like a cool like winter. Like I want to see the characters in winter clothing next season.
You'll only get in that terrible ED. So
yeah. Oh yeah, they're kind of like winter clothing.
Yeah, it's kind of like a fall.
Yeah.
Like fallish.
Not winter. Yeah, you're
But
right.
yeah, then we get his domain expansion, Chimera Shadow Garden, which is fucking cool.
This was really cool.
He goes like whack after he gets his head splattered on the wall. He gets a little wacky and crazy, which is kind of him letting loose, which is fucking cool. I love it.
He does get a little unhinged.
Yes.
I do really like his domain is like an extension of his ability where it's basically just like unlimited.
He basically like a shadow pool where he made frogs crawl up on the legs, and he still has access to his entire like.
And then he made like multiple birds too.
Yeah, like two the electric birds, and like it's
the
Zapdoses. Yeah, and and he can also make shadow clones as well in there because he does that.
Oh yeah,
when he gets shot in the fucking head.
Yeah, he's fine. He's totally fine.
It's just really fucking cool, and like. It's just like it's just a cool power up because the mains I guess are the power ups of this.
Yeah, I mean that's like it's like every shonen.
But said it's an incomplete domain. It's not its full potential as well.
Yeah, he did make a mention of that. But that's like every shonen. It's like the hype moments are the Black Flashes, the Super Saiyans. Like that's why I'm begging. Please, you're edging me. Give me more Black Flashes. I'm begging you. If we don't see one Black Flash in the final episode, I'm gonna freaking scream.
You might get one when they're dealing with the two fucking brothers, but
there has to be a Black Flash.
So yeah, then he fucking wins and like gets the finger and knocks the whole area out, and
he
passes out. He falls asleep, but he says that's when he shows the flashback. But that's basically like, yeah, I did it. My sister's probably not gonna get it's curse still on her, but
yeah,
I'll figure it out. And
so. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, then we cut back to the other two.
I want to talk about Megumi for a second before we move on.
Because last we see him anyway, so...
Yeah, so his whole thing here, he's probably one of the most, like, overt character stories that we've been given. Yeah. Besides, like, Maki. Maki's whole thing is, I want to become the clan leader.
Yeah, I want to fix my clan, essentially.
And so he's also part of the same clan, but his goal is to save his sister.
Yes, and his father left the clan, and he said, I think when it's in the flashback, Gojo said, "You're your father's key to get revenge on the Yuji clan, essentially."
Yeah,
you're his trump card.
It's interesting that they're teasing that too, because to me, the more relevant story is like.
Dude,
the sister.
If all this is leading up to a Megumi Maki adventure, I am 100% down.
I agree.
Like
that would be fucking sick. I mean, these are the two characters from the Zenin clan or whatever.
Yeah. I guess they have to drag Mai with them, but I can just find with those two just like hanging out on an adventure to fuck over this clan.
Mai's gonna tag along
because the coolest shit has been the two humans fighting each other, not the curse fight.
I know. That's like my big thing, and like it's funny because last episode we talked about how. We don't think the human curse designs are too good, and like I would say the newest guy is kind of an exception
because he's more of a human look though than just weird like chimera like blob.
But he is like the exception and not the rule. Like
yes,
the most of the time I've been unimpressed, but the humans when they fight, I'm like yes, the powers are so fun. Show me the action in your battle manga. Your shonen battle manga, please.
Yeah. So then we cut back to Nobara fighting Iso, and he's just gonna run away. Like, don't look at my back. I'm very sensitive about my back. And then she chases after him, and comedically Yuji and the other guy, the fucking first painting guy,
the blue guy,
yeah, he sees his back, and it's just a fucking like mouth on his back, essentially.
It's like a weird, creepy phase. I actually really thought it was funny that Yuji stumbles in. It feels very like
that's a very good gag though. Of, like him being very sensitive over the back instead of like drawing it out. Our other character accidentally stumbles upon it, and the brothers like apologizing for for it.
That was funny.
I like man, they get to know each other very well for only being alive for like probably not that very long.
Yeah, I don't know. I wonder.
I feel like they were sent like after they transformed, they were sent immediately there.
Yeah.
So
maybe they have some sort of like shared history as curses. Maybe there's like a curse realm or something.
Maybe or it's
like a shadow realm.
The paintings themselves are like the beings more so than
they've got like a history maybe. In some way.
So then Iso activates like his ability rot technique, maximum wing king.
This is the most anime shit. Just like 10 fucking sentence attack ability.
Fire style, like fireball jutsu, like where they have like way too long like of a title for their moves. So
is there ever a scene in Naruto where two characters are doing their like hand thing and they're trying to get theirs off first? Because that would be really funny.
It's called every like. It's called the end of like the first Naruto Sasuke battle where one charting up the Rasengan and one charting up the Chidori, and then they all just fly together at the same time and blow up.
Because there's a scene, there's a part at the end of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater that is like the most hype thing I've ever seen, where Snake and Ocelot are fighting. So this is a spoiler for the end of Metal Gear Solid 3. Snake and Ocelot are fighting, and Ocelot's whole thing is he has revolvers. So he puts two revolvers down, and one of them has one bullet in that. So they're fighting, and they both grab a revolver, and they point at each other, and they shoot at each other.
It's a Russian roulette kind of thing fight? Okay.
It's like a Russian roulette thing. But so they both grab the roulettes, or the roulette. they both grab the revolvers, and they both aim at each other. And there's a scene where like they both are frantically pulling the triggers, like trying to find which one has the the bullet, and it's like the most intense scene ever.
I can't remember if this was like they both were doing it, but when Goku I think was fighting Cell and he was like trying to Kamehameha, and then this instant transmission in front of him and like just blast him instead, like that kind of thing. But
it's hype. It's epic.
It's fun when they play around, but like it's still a cool moment to do kind of those like both charging up our ultimate attacks at once to do an epic like punch attack for it.
We love it. We love to see it.
Literally, it happens in Naruto a lot. So.
So, yeah, and then Yuji...
That's the end of the episode, essentially.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I guess we'll have the big fight. No black flashes in sight.
Maybe. We have to find our other... Will Nobara job out for this one?
Fucking hope not. I would like Yuji to job out. I'd like Nobara to
But Yuji's
win.
the best at everything.
Yuji's so good.
And what's his backstory?
He's the best and strongest boy in all of Japan.
And Nobara's backstory?
Her sister, her friend.
Her neighbor moved away.
Her friend, not even her friend, her neighbor moved away.
Her nice neighbor moved away.
I'm sure that'll be... Did I explain that before? We had a comment where someone said that was like... Apparently that is something that has recently been established in the manga and was not established when they put it in.
Really?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, so that is like
fascinating.
That is like a much more recent thing that for some reason they like front load into the series.
That is actually fascinating.
I know.
It's hilarious. I've been making fun of it since like episode 3 or 4.
It makes me, or apparently it's like maybe getting more fleshed out.
Yeah, I mean like in the flashback, she actually had a look designed to her like Megumi's sister did. Like, they're like, oh, she's probably going to be important, but probably not until season 3.
Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows?
It's actually amazing.
I wonder what they're gonna do. I guess there will be a season 2, right?
Oh yeah, once they actually like map the animators breathe for a second or two.
No, they won't.
They don't. The guy will get more bags under his eyes. So, the funny thing, because I saw that picture of the Chainsaw Man thing, and like the guy, the animator, had like the huge bags under his eyes. There's a character.
Chainsaw Man was the anime PV just came out today for context.
Okay, I know. Have you ever seen the character Garu who had like the black, like the red hair, had like black like eyeliner in his eyes?
Yeah.
Those are not eyeliner. That is from him not being able to sleep.
Really?
Yeah, because
That's
if he
funny.
fell asleep, the fucking monster inside of him would have like been unleashed. So he had to force himself awake. So like this animator's gonna have the black like fucking eyeliner under his eyes. Yeah, permanent eyeliner.
Sad.
Yeah, but I thought like. But yeah, so hopefully it gets second season. But I hope Mappa animators just please let them rest. They deserve a rest.
It's shaping up to be crazy.
Well, like
this winter season, there's like 5 Mappa shows coming out.
I enjoy like so many animes. Like I love Zombieland Saga, but it hurts. Like even Chainsaw Man, I'm excited for it, but it hurts to like watch these knowing these animators are suffering so much, and like especially seeing that guy with like the lead animator. I guess I'm guessing that was
Chainsaw Man, right?
Yeah, and he just like looks so fucking dead. Like you like a husk.
It sucks. I mean, I hate to bring it up, but like the whole thing with Miura, like the whole conversation about like people being entitled about receiving anime quickly or animate a certain quality, it makes me really upset.
That's why I'm so happy that Rocky got to like go monthly so he can like take his time with it and like
because he's like 60, right? I think he just turned 60.
Yeah.
So I feel like Araki is probably in like a perfect place where he's able to devote as much time as he wants to on JoJo and still get it out monthly.
Like
who knows? Maybe he does work himself too
like
hard.
even if you just do like Dr. Stone does has a writer, has the drawer. What Murata was One Punch Man, kind of like he has like a web comic to base it off of, and he can talk to one about some other stuff, and then he just draws it because he's a fucking madman.
Actually, I want to look this up really quick while we're still on air, but apparently, the writer of Jujutsu Kaisen, I think, went on a hiatus.
He did
recently.
for health.
That's so this was on June 14th. This news came out. I have no idea if the series is still on hiatus.
Let the people fucking rest, man.
But seriously, let it like. I will never ever complain about a manga going on hiatus.
No, we understand.
Even Togashi with Hunter x Hunter, I will not fucking complain about it.
Yeah,
because I'd rather them not work themselves into a horrible mental health state. Whatever.
Enjoy get whatever you can right now without like working yourself to death. You have plenty of money off of Hunter x Hunter.
There's so much,
and your wife has plenty of money from Sailor Moon.
There's so much other trash shonen manga you can read instead of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
Just find something else.
You can like there's like recommendations. We will give you recommendations.
Yes.
Like that's why like Records right now it's monthly. Great. I love that. Take his time.
Beautiful.
Is weekly Ranger Rejects. I fucking love. Read that. Read Fire Force. It's fucking great right now. Like it's fantastic.
Qualified recommendation, Fire Force.
Right now, it's like fucking the hypest shit going on right now.
You have to get how far is it? 300 chapters are you?
Less than 300. It's like in the high 200s, I think.
Okay.
So,
All right.
but what's your recommendation then? Give you for manga.
Land of the Lustrous is one of my favorite manga of all time. It is a monthly series. I think the writer actually, she just took a brief hiatus too.
Good.
But incredible series, you might know it as Hoseki no Kuni.
Get healthy.
Get healthy.
Get healthy.
Seriously though, I don't want I'm really gonna be very frustrated seeing people.
Deadlines are the worst.
Seeing people talk about these things. Not to go on this too long, but also people bitching about like the Game of Thrones books.
Dude,
I'm so angry.
People bitch about just like the Mappa when season 2 Jujutsu Kaisen. Let
them sleep.
Let them sleep. They need it. He can only animate fucking Boogie Woogie and Black Flashes so much, man.
And they put effort. Like
the guy who after he did the hair flip, no one knows anything because he fucking went to a coma afterwards, man.
They and that's one thing. Like the animators of the show really fucking bust their ass. Like
yes.
This is a great adaptation.
Yes.
I'm assuming I've not read the original.
I'm curious. I've been curious. Well, I discussed on the last episode of whether the read afterwards are just kind of saved. For the anime.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll go to the next episode.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to talk about? Because we kind of got off track there.
Yeah, we should end this. So I'm excited for the final episode. Our Jujutsu Kai Quest is coming to an end, Sam.
Season 1 of it, yes.
We'll have the movie in December?
Maybe.
I don't know when we're going to be able to see it, but...
I mean, with everything leaning up, I don't want to go to movie theaters to watch it, really, but...
December might be different.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll get a second wave of COVID, so let's see.
Second wave, let's go.
Or second, not the variants. We might get I'm predicting in my brain, because I'm a pessimist, I'm predicting a second, or a variant strains to run rampant, so hopefully that doesn't happen, but I'm pessimist.
Let's go, we become mutants. So
get my Jujutsu sorcery scroll. All right.
You get a jellyfish with you, like Junpei got.
All right, plug it up, Sam.
All right, thank you all for listening. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
I love you always hit the wall after the like, comment, subscribe.
Let me do my shit, okay? You can not hit the wall when you do the plugs, okay?
Sure. Whatever.
You can follow us on Twitter, the podcast itself, or me and Jim separately. You follow me at Gokaicoon.
You follow me at King Protus. And the podcast is at Jokakaka Podcast.
Yes, and you can also join the Discord to talk about current Jujutsu Kaisen, depending on how long the hiatus is. I think he's still going on with it.
I mean, that was just announced a little over a month ago, so I would assume there's probably still a hiatus.
So we'll see.
Let the man sleep.
Let the man sleep. And then, and then check out some of our other videos, depending on part 3, other JoJo stuff, and whatever else comes out in that time frame that we don't want to say yet. We don't want to jinx anything.
Yes. The worst curse ever is to say you're working on something, because then you get the feeling of satisfaction for talking about it that you just don't do it.
That's the worst curse of all. Gotta put us into a coma. Our doors will be stuck open.
No.
And the lights will flicker on and off, and no one's around to see.
And the walls will ooze green ooze.
No, they always just do that. And the Nosferatu demon will come out and kill you.
Good.
So I think that's everything, right?
Yeah.
I haven't played anything? You don't want to play anything?
Nope.
We just want to plug. Let the animators sleep.
Let the animators sleep.
Let mangakas sleep. Just give them some time.
Yeah. Just don't be a bitch. Don't be an entitled fan. I don't know why this became the message of the episode, but don't be an entitled fan.
Because the Chainsaw Man and a lot of Mappa stuff's been coming out recently. So
I still can't get over the fact that there's going to be... So we've got in winter of 2021. Mm-hmm. Is that technically 2022?
Winter 2022, I think,
is what it's considered.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 2.
Yes.
Chainsaw Man. Jujutsu Kaisen 0, which is a movie, I guess, but still is on his deadline. Oh, wait, is there something else? No, I was thinking of Zombieland. That happened already.
No, yeah, we're already in that. And
there's another series, too, I think.
Probably... JoJo, probably?
That's not Mappa.
I know it's not Mappa, but...
I was saying specifically that is Mappa. These are all Mappa.
You gotta pull Mappa had like a music video they also said in that press conference, and who knows? They'll probably announce another thing next season.
I'm sure they will, because that seems to be their MO lately, is just buy as many properties as possible, so...
Consume all of it.
There's a lot of great... I fucking love Zombieland Saga.
Yeah, same.
I'm loving it right now.
It's the best idol show we've ever been tricked into watching.
I get the feels. I think it's really well written.
It will make you tear up. Yes,
I would like to maybe do an episode on that.
Yeah, maybe that's you're done watching it, and I'm finished the last 2 episodes I'm on.
Let's maybe do that.
No one's gonna watch the episode, but we're talking about how much we love.
I'll get the serotonin blast from talking about it for an hour.
Serotonin blast. I'll think about Saki and tear up. Maybe I'll read the actual like manga, the prequel manga that came out too.
There's a prequel manga?
Yeah, about Tai. Tai's backstory is in that prequel manga.
Whoa. Okay, let's talk about this off air.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for listening. Tune in next Wednesday for the final Jujutsu Kai quest.
And then Zombieland Journey to Saga will be after that.
All right. Have a great day.
All right, bye.